Endebess constituency and Msambweni constituency.
Those are threats.
No.
No, this is sheep. Is there a procession here? Point of order, Mr. Speaker. Order, members, order. Leader majority, what's the point of order?
Mr. Speaker, I want you to give direction. Speaker, I want you to give direction because I have been in this parliament since 2008. And Mr. Speaker, what I have seen this afternoon is something I have never seen. And I want to confirm, Mr. Speaker, you to tell us whether it's within the standing orders in terms of the dress. Because, Mr. Speaker, this dress and this group of members of parliament who are wearing this particular headscarf, Mr. Speaker, are threatening. They are very intimidating. And Mr. Speaker, this afternoon we have a very serious business of the finance bill. And I don't know whether this will affect how we deal with the finance bill. So, Mr. Speaker, I want you to guide us whether what we see is in order, whether it is part of the new uniform that must be in the House. And, Mr. Speaker, I want to finally to assure us whether we are safe. Because this can be a cult, Mr. Speaker. This can be a cult. Mr. Speaker, this can be a sect of a religion. And some of us believe in God. We don't know whether this is another religion, whether this is another political party, whether this is another Akorinos, who have Akorinos have convinced a big number. So, Mr. Speaker, we want your direction.
Honour members, well, the issue that has been raised by leader majority is relating to the headgear that several members of the female gender of this House appear to have adopted today. I hope it is some way of dressing that will continue. They look very smart. We have seen, I'm sure you have seen several sects, including something called PCA, Women Guild, with similar headgear. But for avoidance of doubt, the dress code for members with regard to women is decent, formal, business wear for women. Well, if the women choose to wear some headgear, such as the one that many of them have chosen today, I think we should congratulate them. As long as I have been assured by the Sergeant at Arms that there's nothing hidden below the headgear. So I think, and if it's not going to impact on their participation in the business of the House for the days that they choose to be dressed this way, I think we have no problems. And maybe the male judge should be happy that the Honorable Bukosa is between two. Just like the Honorable Maoka Maore. And he appears quite calm, actually. The Honorable Maoka Maore says he has no problem with the headgear. And looking at the Honorable Janet Ongera, she seems quite radiant in that headgear. So, honorable members, let's just allow them to continue participating in the business of the House. No, honorable members, I think let's allow them to continue dressing that way, as long as it does not impede the business of the House. Yes. What's out of order now? Honorable Mbarire.
Mr. Speaker, we come in peace as the women members of Parliament of this National Assembly. And we are the 44th tribe of this country. And we are coming here, Mr. Speaker, to put a message across that we have had a new constitution since 2010, a constitution that had specific timelines for certain legislative proposals to be passed by this very House, and the legislative proposal to enable the implementation of not more than 2/3 gender rule is now 8 years, Mr. Speaker, and it has not been passed. All the others have been passed. So we come in peace to let this House and the nation know that it is 8 years, and we are asking, requesting humbly that that legislative proposal be considered and passed on this floor. And we know we have a lot of support from our male counterparts. We are only requesting, please help us. We will be wearing these white headscarves until we pass this law, Mr. Speaker. And thank you to the very many male supporters that we have in this House. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable Safula, member for Lugari. I can see you are very excited about this headgear.
No, this is mine.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I seek your indulgence to give guidance to Honorable Mbarire whether this Parliament legislates through intimidation or an attire. I think this Parliament, we have procedures and rules. Where you want to subject us a discussion, the procedures and rules. You don't need to intimidate us through a new attire that you are not explaining to us. Give us a further explanation on how you want us to implement the gender rule, but not through attire. Rules and regulations, Mr. Speaker.
No. Honor members. You know, that's not business. We are not yet in business. This is the issue. The issue was just about this new acquired way of dressing. Well, Honorable Safula, I hope you are not intimidated. Why would you be intimidated by a headgear? No, there's nothing, there's no business. Already a bill, listen, Honorable Safula, already a bill to amend the Constitution has been published. It has gone through the full cycle of 90 days publication period. All that remains is for this House to come and debate and discuss the bill. No, there's nothing we are debating. No, we are not going to debate how you are going to. Honorable Janet Ongera, it is unusual for you to raise up your hand. Why would you be raising your hand? Please.
Women are doing very well in school. They are engineers, they are lawyers, they are judges. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this indulgence. Mr. Speaker, is the Honorable Savula right in saying that we are strangers in the house when you just ruled that indeed we look extremely radiant? Mr. Speaker, does Honorable Savula not have sisters and mothers who wear headscarves? In fact, this is the most dignified ways of dressing, the way we are dressed, to come in the house with a headscarf. The Bible, Mr. Speaker, says that women who cover their heads are the most holy women. That's what the Bible says. Thank you.
Well, no. Order, members, order. Now, let us do business. Honor members, I'm not dealing with holiness. You know, I do not adjudicate in that area. I hope that the Honorable Perez Tobiko, who is not wearing one, is not being said to be unholy. Because if we use that analogy, so but they are saying that they have not been very holy, but starting today they will be very holy. So let us accept that confession and proceed with the business.